Hey, so in this video, I'm going to walk you through how exactly I'm able to get up to 70% reply rate on my LinkedIn cold DMs. So if you're a LinkedIn content agency or a personal branding coach listening to this, because that's going to be insanely important because you're building your brand every single day and you're letting your clients simply slip by through your profile and start working with your competition. So, long story short, I've been in LinkedIn DMs for around 2 years right now. And during that time, I closed over 350 grand in the DMs directly myself. Then, another that, my co founder Yuan. I booked over 200 meetings, probably closer to 250 by now, because I'm actually doing it still from my account. But yeah, anyways, we have sick case studies if you want to check them out. But that's not what the video is about today. The video is about how I'm actually getting replies, what do I optimize for, and what most people get wrong. So with LinkedIn outreach, feels like, shooting. You're able to target very narrow and essentially connect with whoever you want and speak with whoever you want. But in order to do that, obviously you have to have optimized profile, you have to have a good list and source those people. So if you're already posting content, that's kind of easier because those people already come to you and they want to be contacted. It's literally like if I engage on your content, I wouldn't be posting content, which I was not like 3 months ago. Essentially, that would mean that maybe I'm interested in posting content. And funny story, because I actually was. And I remember like before I started working with my personal branding coach, because I got one, I actually shoot her a connection request like 2 months before, and she ignored me. Like she didn't do anything. And if she would be chatting with me, probably I would hop on a call and I would consider that offer. But then, I mean, long story short, we met on a networking event, and that's how it came about, because I came to her as an inbound lead. But I was sitting in her connection requests and she didn't do anything about it because she's not paying attention to her DMs. So that was really the cost of her not doing that. And if I wouldn't come inbound, she would probably lose the deal and I would go with somebody else. But essentially, what I do to optimize for up to 70% into reply rate, usually I get around 60 to 65 on around 60 to 70 new chats every single week. I'm not pushing on the volume right now. I prefer to stay within my limits and simply, like get good quality conversations and keep on going, networking with people, because that's what really LinkedIn is about. LinkedIn is the biggest B2B networking platform in the online environment. So what it allows you to do, again, connect with whoever you want, speak with whoever you want, but you have to also do it like in the right way, because you wouldn't walk up to somebody on a networking event and just pitch them right in their face, would you? Like I wouldn't. But anyways, so why would you do it on LinkedIn? Like, even if it's the most curated pitch, yes, it will work. And yes, it will get you some meetings. But all the other people that you're going to be slamming the pitch to that might not be ready right now to buy your service, because they're not in the bottom 3% looking for a solution, you're going to be burning through them, because nobody likes to get pitch stopped. And yeah, like whenever I get those people usually don't come back and they just burn through the leads unless they run out, and then they wait for another week to do it again, and it's this vicious cycle that they're stuck in. So that's even worse than like not sending DMs, I would say. But if you already have great audience, you might as well like send them, so you're not leaving the clients for your competition, and you actually start working with your ideal potential clients that you dream of working with and bringing them results. So how I really optimize it is by simply thinking about human psychology. And what I mean by that, people like to be asked about the opinions, people like to talk about the things that they are interested in, people like to, be complimented. And I never fake compliment people. Like whenever I compliment in the DMs, it's actually because I mean it, not that I want to get something out of you. It's actually like really something stood out. But anyways, and people like to feel that something is relevant and personalized and valuable to them. So if you're able to connect 4 of those things, you're able to get a reply. And that's really the goal of the first initial message, is to get a reply, not a book call. So many people obviously sending pitches think about like optimizing for the call. That's not the case in here. I prefer optimizing for the reply because then I get way more replies and that leads to way more conversations. So I can get at a skill faster, especially if you're starting this, and then actually build trust with the network. So even if somebody is not ready to potentially, commit with your solution at the given moment, they don't really need it. They might be ready in 3 to 6, sometimes even 12 months from now. But what's important is you've built that trust. You didn't burn through the lead. You didn't burn through the network. And you simply preserve the relationship, which is the way to go, in my opinion. So yeah, that's what I do. And really, like, if you're posting content, just open up your like section and comment section. And by the way, if you just want me to do it for you, I'm more than happy to. I'm testing this new tool that I built. And so shoot me a message on LinkedIn and I'll grab one of your posts or even a week of them. And I'll go through all the likes, all the comments, and surface you the best ICP. And for the first 5 people, I'm going to write the opening messages by myself for each of the leads. So if you want this, just shoot me a message on LinkedIn. I'm happy to help. But anyways, back to the video. So yeah, just scroll through your likes, look for your ICP, then, go ahead and connect with them if you're not. Most of them you're actually going to be connected with. You will be surprised. So just literally like invite them to a conversation. That's how I really think about it. Because the first one, initial outreach should be inviting to start the conversation. Those people have to be, comfortable chatting to you, get to know you, build a little bit of rapport, and then go from there. See if there's even room to help you out, not force your solution down their throat. It's not the way to do it. Again, if you like hard selling, just go for it, but I don't. So yeah. Like, simply what can you say? Like, usually I would reference the post. So if I would make a post about like, hey, this is how I optimize for reply rate, I would literally list what I do. So usually what I do is saying something like, Ben, hey there, appreciate you supporting my content. I honestly contemplated putting it out today just because XYZ reason. What did you like the most about it? Helps me to help more, or helps me to come up with this kind of content ideas better for you guys. And that's simply asking him for the feedback. That's one way. And he will love to share his opinion, especially if he liked the post. Like, why wouldn't he, right? So that's like a very inviting message, in my opinion. And it gets me all the way up to 70% reply rate. So if you want, just steal this template and try it out for yourself. It works for our clients too. So yeah, don't procrastinate sending the messages, because your clients are going to go to your competition, especially like if they're already coming inbound. Like, come on, you're posting content, and like people liking and commenting are your best leads. And then especially the ones that are shooting your connection requests. If you're sitting on like over 100 connection requests that are unaccepted, there's probably a client or two in there and you don't even know about it, because you don't open those and you procrastinate doing those. So yeah, don't be this person unless you just don't want to scale. But if you're making anywhere around 5, 10K upwards from LinkedIn already, and you're taking it seriously, you want to build your business, I would say that's the way to go. Because yes, content can get you great inbound bookings, and it will, but algorithm is nothing you can really control and change if LinkedIn decides to. But DMs is something actually you can control in terms of the volume, quality, and partially the outcomes, right? Definitely more of the process rather than content. So yeah, that's for today, guys, and hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one and see you later.